Here we have question number 9 for January 2017 Algebra 1 Common Core Regents. And we have a little bit of a concept question here. There's not any real math or algebra solution involved here. You just have to understand the premise of this linear equation. So we have a car that leaves Albany, New York, and travels west toward Buffalo, New York. I believe that is along I-90. The equation D is equivalent to 280 minus 59t can be used to represent the distance d from Buffalo, which is where we're going. So let's say this is Albany, and this is Buffalo. After t hours, so we start here and we start going here. Well, that means at t equals 0, we have started here and we still have to cover the entire distance. So if we put in t equals 0, we get d is equivalent to 280 minus 59 times 0, which is 280. That means that the 280 represents our initial distance before we start driving. Okay, so that obviously means that the 59 does not represent that. And we can go ahead and eliminate choice number 3. And then it says that D is used to represent the distance from Buffalo after t hours. So the t would be the hours of driving, so there's no way that the 59 can represent that either. It's 59 times t. So let's think about this logically. If we are driving at, let's say, 70 miles per hour, in 1 hour, we would have covered that distance of 70 miles. So then the remaining distance would be what we still have left to Buffalo. So in other words, that is our D at any given point. So if we travel 1 hour, we multiply the miles per hour speed times the 1 hour. Obviously, in 70 miles per hour, at that speed, in 1 hour, we would cover 70 miles. So then 280, the initial distance, minus that distance that we've covered, is going to be our remaining distance. You can also think of that as distance traveled is velocity times time. Well, wait a second. If we then have 280 minus the distance traveled, wouldn't then this be the velocity or the speed times the time? We know the t is an input of the function, so that means that the number that is attached to the t is 59. So the v, the velocity or the speed of the vehicle, is going to be our 59, and that answer is 2. And again, of course, since we know that the 59 never changes, it doesn't make a lot of sense for that to be the car's distance from Albany, because that's going to change. So since the number 59 doesn't change at any point in the equation, only the t does, affecting this entire term, there's no way that the 59 can represent something that is going to be variable. So the answer must be 2, the speed of the car.